Testing, testing. Okay, Assalamualaikum. Very good afternoon. So, can I have the last 6 rows go down? Last 6 row, make sure that it's empty. Okay. Joe, let's go down. The last 6 rows must be empty. Okay. The last 6 rows. If you cannot count 6 rows from the back, then go back to school. The last 6 rows, please move to the front. Sekejap boleh. Betul tak betul lah.
Ayam, cuba hantar link ke email sekejap. Dia punya ni kat WhatsApp tak boleh buka lah dalam kereta.
Link.
Link
tadi
link Webex tadi.
Oh, sebab link saya dah bagi lain tau pada siapa?
pada group, pada Izrin. Kejap tak bagi. Tarik dulu, tak apa tu, tarik tu. Dekat mana? Dekat email? Dekat email. Okay, ada Telegram? Ada. WhatsApp ni tak ada. Telegram ada. So, bagi kat dia, Telegram bini dia ni. Ada foreigner. Ada foreigner. Ada. Oh. Assalamualaikum.
Okay. Alright, so today is going to be the first DSM series. So basically, this series are conducted for all working students or final project students in their first semester. Right? So I think all of you who are here today are have known that today will be the first session for literature review. So this is a major part of your final project one. This is a major part. The reason why I say that is because you need to find reason why you're doing this project. Okay, and the reason that you can find, and you have to prove. I know you have done this from the one doing that report for similar things, but there is the skill, like you require skill where you have to find relevant and it's important that it has your relevant resources and credible. Okay? Credible resources means you know who the author is, who published it. There's a thing like from Wikipedia where you don't know who the author is, it's not credible. Right? So scientific writing requires that in the first place. So what we're going to do today is going to go through what is and how to do that scientifically. Right? So with us today is Associate Professor Dr. Mariam binti Mat Ghazali, and she has been doing She's been conducting history reviews since 2018. So your seniors who have graduated this year have gone through this teaching as well. Okay? So we have a lot of experience on this, and a lot more knowledge, a lot more knowledge and skills, okay, for you guys to do your job. Okay? Right. So today's session also is streamed to the right. So I hope that those who are not here, for you know, send the your friends who are not here, that is also welcome to you. So I hope you guys have prepared your 5 keywords, right? That you should, have prepared for this session today. So it's a hands-on session, so I hope you get benefit much. Those are, please come in. Okay. So I think without further ado, we're going to start the session here. Please welcome Dr. Mariam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, slide 44. on the part before. So we there before in second year or third year. So one have part before. Maybe the people that so if you want to only from this section, part before. So those who can see it, please fit in the front door. At that time, you just fit in, please fit in the front door. Just now, the last 6 row is not allowed to sit. Sit in the first row. So and so on. Okay. Correct. So because why? Currently, foundation over there. So I would like to not like looking upward, but forward, forward to this talk. I hope so. And you are given a path. I have asked the JK CFF, the JK committee for a final project. Ask you guys to find out 5 key words. So that was my part. Final to this talk. Of course, we're going to do that later on in activity. Yeah? Okay, so before we go to next slide, before that, the chairman informed me that students do the attendance. I give you 5 minutes, just very simple one. Go to the attendance, sit there and sit present. They don't sit there. You are not late, you are present. And don't sit to ask here. So sit for present. Okay, those online, can you hear me? Anyone online? No. Hear me, okay. Because later on this will be recorded. I'm going to record. Don't laugh yet. Okay, it's empty space, but it's for you guys to refer back. Okay. So please think it as very big for students that I'm recording this. Okay. So if you have friends that have went back early, I'm not sure why they went back early. Maybe go and campaigning. So see that. So anyway, you are missing the important part. So do this. Go to 90.com. Set the code over there. 5993 your program. So I'm going to look at how many students attended from which courses. Yeah. Can you please one whole row? Empty row here, empty row here. Are you happy by that? No, there's no one-way communication in class. There is a two-way communication in class. So if I ask question, I hope that students can respond. If you are for the student already, then we go on. Okay, so when you ask question, please answer. Right, so have you got question? Good. We done. Good. Good. Pelajar yang baru masuk, line yang last tu yang baru nak tidur tu, boleh pergi ke depan ni, ada 4, ada yang kosong kat depan ni. Okay, sometimes I will switch to Malay and English, but whenever it will be a steam translation. Okay, steam translation. So I'm going to translate if I see there's no moving part from the local student, then it's going to be in Malay. If there's no response from the foreign student, I'm going to translate it into English. Okay, but I don't know both languages, especially English. Alright, so then, okay, 30. Everything there are 40 and one form BTC and they pass. Total BTC program, how many students? So we have three, right? So 1 second, how many students? Right? 20. So it should be 1 from BTC go half. From BTC and 36 students. It is disappointed. Appointment, huh? Okay. And that, so congratulations all for attending with yourself. Okay, second question. We'll go directly to the next question. Okay, do you know what is this review? And for today, you need to focus. If you already know, yes. Okay, so you have two. Yes, yes, or no? Sure. Right? One. This is what for fun. It's not working for me or for you guys. Okay, so let's. Huh? Hold a second. Right. So that going to make from the city, the foot of there. Right. So 122 response to the answer. So I can just summarize that half of the people inside here does not know what is the review. Okay, and assuming that you have not got just started your review part, which is the important part in your final report. Okay, so equally recovery in chapter 1 and chapter 2, right? So you guys need to run out, huh? Okay, so let's go to the slide. Dr. Jana, boleh try masuk dalam link website saya, boleh tengok ada tak nampak both screen and can you hear the voice? Oh, not sure. There. Alright, so start myself so that you know me or input the name. Okay, by the way, don't know my background, you will know me, right? So, I'm actually working in the sense 2005. So, you can just count that, right? So, it's 17 years, eh? My email, and I have a website if you want to look at whatever stuff that it is. And this is my background. I'm actually background in Bachelor of Electrical Engineering, eh? So, electrical engineering. So, it's not mechatronics. So, I'm background from power electrical, from UTM guys, and then I did my master, first UTM guys. Then after that, I joined defense in 2005. After 3 years here teaching, was defense was named as the So I went for my master with master by research. So 5 years in the back. So that was back in 2007 to 2012. And so that is a little bit of my background. And my specialization of research is like calculated design, other element analysis, precision engineering, like in motion in nanometer or micrometer, non-linear control, algorithm, and automation. So these are my experiences in the test. So everything that from the bottom part, and then I climb up the filter. Climb up from after 2012, I actually was the head of manager for the head of point. And then I was the deputy chief academic. The PDA for the team. So further, and then there was a gap there. And came back and I held the position for the deputy director. Of excellence and academic excellence and scholarship for almost 3 years up until early this year. Early this year, I resigned for that post because I was not here in Indonesia, I was in UK. Okay, I'm taking. I just came back in September this year. Came back and now I'm teaching for this semester in the paper. So it's kind of overwhelming for me, for lecturers, students also, right? Why? Because for 5 years, learning online, right? So it's kind of a transition from the online to face-to-face. Now we are going back to face-to-face. So it's a bit different when we teach online. The thing when we teach face-to-face like this, it's about grasping the attention of students. So right now I'm looking at you guys. So I see that you are focusing on me. So that's a good thing. Okay? So that's good. And some of the students that opinion I have a one machine in processor. So right now I got the duties together my team at the power train processor and then the flat. So actually we are quite active right now. So we are here simulator on and off, and sometimes we are active. Alright, so that's a little bit of my background. go to the FYP one. Okay, I know that you remember the slide. Where did you put the slide? Or is this the first time it's 45? I hope it's not the first time, eh? So you should give, and your supervisor should have been reminding you about the deadline. Alright? So if you see that you are in week between 2 to 11, now you have the 6, right? So week 6 consists how many weeks? We have 5. Do you think you have enough time to complete everything for FYP 1? No. And how come you didn't start? So you didn't do that. Answer? What? What's the reason? Okay. Tapi ini memang banyak cakap kan? Dia cakap, this is very bad number satu juga. This is Shakir also, eh? So Shakir is the person that always answers. Or answers the question. Or the person kalau bilang, this is what. So, answer is, he would know how. Okay? So, anyone else? Audition acting. If you don't raise your hand, and I will complete the final year project talk to you now. Okay. So 80%, yeah? Okay. Bukan ya? Bukan. So, you're not doing only focusing on the review, but you need to do bring the result. It's all everything is related to your thesis. Okay, so that you need to remind yourself always that your deadline to submit your supervisor is by 23rd of December, and week 12 is that presentation. Seminar 1. Okay, for presentation 1, each student will get 2 panels. You get 2 panels, panel 1 and 2 from instructive exam. So if you are BCM and BCM lecturer with your panel, so I will become a sign up for doing them. Right? So look at this and now we focus on that one. So that right now you need to be worried a bit about your FYP progress. Okay, another important thing is that the progress report supervisor. The progress report supervisor needs to be done weekly. Then weekly. And students are located every Wednesday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Empty is supposed to be empty. So you need a lecturer, your supervisor needs to appointment with student. Student appointment with your supervisor. Either way. Okay? Don't wait for your supervisor to call you. Supervisor like myself, want to see then it's dependent. Okay? The two contact people. Right? If you do not start yet, assuming that you know everything about how to do the consequence. If you do not know, and you should already contacted your supervisor. So think of this part, total from 9 to 50, 55, because the method is not counted as assuming that. So just masuk the next break. So there are 60 breaks to 10 marks. So look like one mark is 50, 1 mark is 1 mark. But when you combine it, it becomes a very large mark, which is 10 marks. And that will actually impact your GPA by the way. hours. Okay? You know what is important that even though it's only 6 hours, so I expected the 1, 2, and 3 over 100%. Okay? 41. Because that will be the easy part. The hard part is on setting up what method that you use to find and do the experimental work and analyzing the data in FYP2, which is considered as 4 credit hours. Okay, so it's going to be helping you guys in FYP1 later on. If you do a very good job in FYP1. So this you get one, then you can use that submitted in FYP1, and you actually your thesis in FYP2. You can update methodology at the 3 and 4 only. So we need to have a 2 chapters. You do not do a good job doing this FYP1, then you are going to do everything in FYP2 later on. So don't dream of getting a thing for FYP2. Don't do a good job for FYP1. That's the key point there. So this is life. We're going to explain about what is research, and then how to do the research step by step. The part that I give to you guys is a very detailed step. So I'm going to teach you how to start from your and take the process, and then when you see what the using some tables or and mapping. And then from that keyword, we're going to translate it into a paragraph, okay, into your thesis. So is it that wonderful? So we start from A to Z for chapter 1 and 2. Okay, so just think about that. Yeah. And I'm going to focus on this step 4. So on the background investigation and formulation problem. Yeah. And if you see that, okay, these are the sequential, normal sequence. Okay, this is the normal sequence, the first one is step 1. Zero, and then you have you're given your supervisor and title. Okay? So that one goes start with 1, and then you need the supervisor just that as you provide the signature. Okay? For other people. So they have a congress meeting and say every week. Okay. So after that, the background investigation is review and formulating problem. That's why for the FYP1 series, with the objective and scope. Okay, it's all under chapter 1. You do not start that first one. So how can you start objective and scope unless provided you can we understand the objective given by your supervisor? Okay, right? So that's why you start with the review. Okay? Finally, you go to chapter 1, which is step 1. That's the step 6, teaching the distribution in terms of the methodology, okay, the design method and forms, making, the ground, and so on. And then step 7 will be on chapter 7. 7, 9, 10 will be more focused on FYP2. Of course, in FYP1, you still need to submit chapter 4, preliminary result. And so you need to have 3 results, which is normally a simulation or some design of your methodology. So you need to have that already. So this one just go through it on. I'm going to be like after this briefing, not right now, not briefing lah, just stop. So this one you can just read through. Simple. Okay, and a type of research that we have normally will be two types, quantitative and qualitative. And normally for engineering students, it's going to focus on the first one, quantitative, which is they're going to do measurement. They are going to do experiment, and from the experiment, they're going to test it out, they're going to collect the data and plot the graph and do the analysis. So yours is more focused on the quantitative. For the qualitative, it's more to the management. Jaranglah berlaku for engineering students, maybe the qualitative. And the research, you're one of them, and there are other people doing research. In very student is master in students. There's researchers in industry. In some industry, they have the R&D, like CNR. They need research. Or in nutrition, they have the research department. Develop, design, research, okay? And for example, they have also the R&D. What R&D? Design? Design, yes. What else? The more important part? What else? It's on the engine. Engine. Right, it's on the body, but the engine is the more important thing. Their own engine, it's not from China. So you need to know that. Yes, on the Serena engineering. No, yes, okay. The next is on the researcher at history, like myself. And myself, the piano just now, we are doing research in industry. And postdoctoral students who graduated, then they continue doing research as postdoc. Okay, so this one just go through. So what's the difference between the graduate student and yourself is that normally undergraduate students they contribute to the local level, the in terms of the level of research. It's not novel level. Okay, so you're not expected to do something wow, something new, dapat Nobel Prize. No, you can use the same method that we have in literature that we read. It's different, right? Not doing copy and paste. By duplicating that, you're going to use the same method. Use how the same output, the same portfolio that you use, and you're going to simulate in your software. For example, using MATLAB. Okay, so that is what it means. It's not meaning that you duplicate same thing. And level of research, you have individual. Right now, you're doing individual research, and you have done a team group research in IDP, right? So I would estimate that those who enjoy doing IDP, they will enjoy doing FYP. Okay, but those who do not enjoy the IDP because they are only sitting, they are in connection, the other students are doing everything, they are just sitting there, sitting. So you are going to do a part-time to do FYP again. Right? But do not worry, that's why you have a supervisor. Okay? You have a supervisor for you to get advice. So when supervisor gives advice, because one is going to be benefit for you guys. I just want to say, when you're a student, you feel that you have so many things. You will wait unpaid work. You don't have to pay. You don't have the night time. After fun, doesn't go to your OT without salary, basically. Right? So, let me just share to you experience there. And my team were experience, what experience after 2 weeks including. I don't know that I actually go back every night almost at 9 p.m. And we do not have weekend. But the Sunday also is looking for us. So, so when I come back to Malacca, it's like, wow, finally, my own time, because including I do not have the time to do that work. It's already sold on industry. So that's why appreciate the part that you have right now as a student, but do not be so because you are too late back, you won't survive the work later on. Right? So be robust for the future. These are the step by step. So I have gone through this. So we are going from the first topic selection until the end there. Okay, so I'm going to skip that. Okay, skip that. Okay, so these are the final chapter, and I'm sure the final project completely already gives you all. Okay, for final project one, you have 5 chapters. Chapter 1 is introduction, which is covering the objectives, motivation, and the summary of the whole thing. That's why chapter 1 is done last. Chapter 3 will be methodology. Chapter 4 will be result, analysis, and discussion. Just show result, one graph without any discussion, then you still get a 0 mark for that part. Okay, so don't just put a graph without any analysis. And chapter 5 is conclusion and recommendation. Right, this one, I just skip. Redundant, okay, okay, I'm just going to show you a very fast one, the part policy review. We are going to be evaluated in this term, which is policy review will be analysis of information, and evaluation of information. Most of the time, students just do their review covering only the analysis of information. Well, later I will show you an example of a good review and a bad review. Okay? So if you do not do synthesis and evaluation, then you get 0 marks. So you are missing lots of marks there for the review. Okay, and also this review will cover also the writing skills. The writing skills is on references. Of course, this review is about reference that you refer to. Okay? And we have the report format. How you write out the report, you get according to format. Writing skills, how you write it out. Is it continuing from each chapter or does the chapter stand alone? Does not relate to the previous chapter or the chapter after. Okay? Paragraph. Paragraph. Okay, all paragraphs include of teacher and comprehension. Paragraph 3 is diagram and description. So my thing is, for FYP 1 and 2, you need to always refer to the rubric. Lecturer will give marks to the rubric. Without any of them, you won't get full mark. So we are going to give the mark is 10 marks. And the weightage is as follows. So 10 marks if you really story to me is that I read it interesting. Or that I keep on continuing. Oh, that's the rough. That's the mistake. Thank you. So very good. So I think that's not fun. But I want to satisfy the journey. Okay? And completely that the graph is showed as Things that are below 5, right? If you don't have the simply the explanation detail of your result. So if you if you have time, you draft early your thesis, you can give the report to your friend, your best friend. Your best friend, don't give anyone, because you will copy and paste. Just tell you guys, don't give everything to anyone, even though you need your clip. You need to share it to one person only. Okay? And do it in terms of PDF lah, jangan dalam word. Ask him to read by chapter lah, one chapter. Okay? Can you read to understand what I'm writing? You don't practice. You know what the heck you're writing. And there must be something wrong with your paragraph, okay? Your friend can explain it to you or ask questions. Wow, this is accepted. Something must be right on how you draft the sentences, okay? Okay, so these are the things that, what is the meaning of this work? So identity, breaking of information. So how to break information? We are going to do that in the first step by having the keywords. Second one is that for the keywords that you downloaded and the top keyword, blah, 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 you are going to integrate everything. And last thing is that evaluation is that give value to the topic or the research. You can do that in this. So how do you value? You value that after you do this review, you found out, okay, for this you have to what a method for this FYP. For example, one, first you make a summary of pros and cons of that method before in the preview you read everything. So in the part, please systematic and organize your references. And also reading that. Don't forget to read it. Know about downloading data and you need to read. So these are okay, next. So how to do knowledge review? So finding the problem statement. You may have heard your supervisor asking you. So what? Supervisor asking the question. What's the problem statement? The thing is, I want to do right. That's the funny thing about the process lah. I'm really not into that. I'm giving title to student. After giving title to student and everything is there, or blah blah blah, student they know what to do because it's not their project. It's a project from their supervisor. So this is like you need to do like a reverse engineering, huh? Basically, you are given a project. Find out what is the concept behind that title. Okay, and there are keywords in that summary. When you select the title, remember it's a title that is the summary of project, right? Summary of the project is what is expected for you to do in the result. Right? Okay. So find the problem statement. So what that is reverse engineering. Go back to doing the research first. In a strong search in master and PhD program, cannot give a title. The students need to research first. They need to find they need to come up with the project that you want to do, find the students. Then from there, come up with the problem statement. They want the problem with this project. Then from there, find the objective and scope of the research. So that is how you go by research. Okay? It's not by dumping a title to students and asking students to move forward. Okay, move forward right now. Go and do your methodology. Okay? It's not going to be smoke. Anyway, that's why we have this talk. Okay, first, the process is that go on here. Go on here. You put it. Okay, so now we get to review process right now. So now we come up with the term, problem statement, research lab. Research lab, what is that? What is research? That means that what is the application to this project that is not developed yet. But bear in mind, as I said, FYP is not about novelty. You can always use the method and just do it. Yeah, we have everything in the so how we do that everything? So first, come here, after the statement, then what do you do? For this project, I'm going to design lowering calculation for the application. Example. So that will give you one motivation. Example, you have to remember that have stroke. You must do something in the world that motivates you. So, like I said, you just do that. I agree. For the student, I think the title to the student is on it's about correcting the posture. Okay, posture while sitting, posture, prolonged sitting. Why? Because it's very difficult in our activities. Okay, I have ability. I can walk that time. Part of the do. Okay. Then I can walk my right leg cannot actually stretch. So almost very much. So when so recently was 1 year. 1 year to learn again to walk, to see, and use the correct posture. So from there, I learned that it's kind of hard for humans, especially when you are sitting only standing in the correct posture. Like for example, right now you're sitting, right? So I see that the sitting like hunching, okay, hunching to the side. Some are sitting with the head on the desk. Some are sitting straight. So the correct posture is sitting straight, maintaining ergonomic, the ergonomic. If posture, hold on, sitting in the right posture, you are going to have a fitness like what I did. Okay? Not right now, but when you reach 30 something. Okay? When you reach 30 something, then you will have all the problems, health problems that you can have. Okay? If you do not take care of your health right now you're young. Your body is young, you can repair. But when older, then you can repair very fast. Okay? So, that's my information in your research. Right? What you're doing. Sorry, let's start for the student class, so that is not boring. Okay, when I was doing my PhD and master in Japan for 5 years, do you think it's fun? Do you think it's fun? I thought, yes, yes, it's fun. Or is it stressful? Yes, it's stressful for me. Why? Because for 5 years, my life is about going to the lab, to whatever, sometimes not going to home, stay in the lab, eat in the lab, no weekends, go to the lab. So that's 5 years, 5 years. So it was stressful, don't need to handle the class that time. Like that, I love research. I love doing it. I love doing design of controller. It's kind of novelty, in that industry. So when you like doing something, you can brand it. So, okay. So that you love to do. Okay, find something. Okay, next is objectives and scope. So all you have to set scope after doing the review. And then all you want to measure one individual review and objective. Time benchmarking for you on how you design the method. Okay? For example, you want to control the angle of robotic arm, example. So we said you have the setup, the method. So that's the setup. You need the actuator. You need the mechanism. You need the control. You need the sensor. So you and then I would advise you to go back and look back at the subject introduction to the taxonomy. Because what you are going through right now for FYP is the basics are all in the subject. Yeah? Okay? So how to select sensors? How to select the actuator? How to select the range of the actuator? Okay? So go back and do some revision. So for BCB students, same thing. If you are doing research on power grid example, so you need the subject that you have taken related to that project. Okay? Your FYP project, yes, so desire to is in the end. By the end of the FYP, you get the objective is desired. Was written, then objective achieved, and we presented the similar one with fine colors. The presentation was very good in terms of slides and in terms of explanation and in terms of studying the questions from panel. That is, the lecturer, my lecturer know that it's going to take something from somewhere. He will just ask you how you do the setup for the search. Okay? How you get graph, okay? How you do the listing, and so on. That is that your course plagiarizing. Right? So take note, okay, because there are students who actually get zero when plagiarizing. Actually detect and they automatically get zero. So there are students who FYP2 fail because of plagiarism. So systematic review. Now review. So chapter 2 will be on survey and then we can learn the new problem and then because I'm just going to go forward. Chapter 3, I think later on there will be another series on how to do your to set up the methodology and also how to do your result analysis. I'm not going to talk about that. Only my student I'm going to talk about that until they finish my student. Okay. Next is that, okay, where do you find the sources of information? Like what the Peter mentioned, Google, keyword, and oh, this is you can just find it from Wikipedia and so on from the website. So no, it's not about that. Research, you need to find it from sources. The sources, for example, from books, published sources, books, journal, conference papers, okay? Internet, maybe yes, from datasheet, the archive, interview, observation report, and so on. So how to start this is that there are two types of how to cite the FYP using ITPE or ATP. For FYP students, for FTE, you're going to cite it using the ITPE format. Right? Okay, I just forward this one. All right, now we go to this first process. Can we take a break? I need to take the water. Okay, take a break. 3:35. We come back at 3:35. Okay. They will take any questions from students? Any questions so far? Huh? Oh, is it pending? Kita pergi online lah. Pergi online je. Okay. Presiden FYP kita dari tempat ni. FYP student. Okay, his question was attendance. So those who are attending this on FYP talk here and also online, please go to ULearn. And there is the attendance which is open. So go click on that attendance and click on present. Okay.
Yes.
This one is actually restricted number and yes. So I guess.
Oh,
Done.
too bad. Okay, too bad that the attendance is only open until 3 p.m. Unfortunately, okay. So I do not have the access to that ULEN. Dr. Diana have access. So if you're in the FYP Telegram group, is it Telegram or WhatsApp? Okay, you can just tag her and please ask her to open the attendance until 5 p.m. Right? Boleh? Ask nicely lah. Right?
Hello.
Okay. Right. Let's continue. Right. Okay, let's continue. So we stop here. Almost there, okay, for the first step, So the process of okay, figure 336, Normally, if I have class, last time, I student in one time to sign up, Okay, right now that was before like 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Now I don't care. You probably it's up to you. You get what you have, Okay. So let's start. We start on time. We follow. I normally follow like what is new on the time, Okay. So expect those stay here. Okay. So next we are going to do the 6 steps. First one is connect the sources. So collect the sources, so you're going to use keyword. So hopefully right now we have the 5 keyword. Minimum 5, highest 5 at 10. Keyword, right? The next is that you're going to do the analysis. So it's not about reading the whole journal. So keyword, why is the keyword is that you're going to search the keyword in the journal database. You cannot access that. You can have word list. Some of the journal database is like 1 million the price, So you need to use it. So it's not about reading the whole journal. One journal normally comprises of 10 to 50 pages. So we're gonna have time. We need to do a very quick reading. So what we do is that we are going to scan or skim the important highlights. Okay? They're going to go with the abstract, the keyword, the conclusion, methodology, and result. And of course, when you go to the methodology or introduction part, you're going to look at what were the objectives and scope of the research for that paper. So you're going to skim through. Okay? What is activities? So you're going to take note when you do the reading, when you do the skimming, sometimes some people they have very quick reading and they can read from down very fast. So you do that skimming and don't forget on the right side you need to have a A4 paper and pen or prepare word file. Find out what will you read. Take note. Because you do not want to do a redundant work later on. Repeat again the same process. It's going to be wasting of time. When reading, do it once only. And make sure that it's a quality reading. Okay? Number 4 is arranging. Okay, arranging. So you're going to organize your review by technique. So after reading through lots of paper later on, maybe you are going to read 50 journal papers related to keyword, then you will find a pattern. Okay? This type of robot is a calling robot. This type of robot is a climbing robot. Okay? And for climbing robot, they're using different type of actuator. It can use pneumatic, it can use hydraulic, it can use motor. Okay? And what are the systems? Sometimes it doesn't only have the actuator, but it needs to have a mechanical actuator, which is mechanism inside. Okay? So when you read through, you find that, oh, okay, this one will have this, and that. So you find a pattern. Okay? When you read through all of the papers. Right? Number 5 is about evaluating. It's summarizing and connecting to sources. So after reading through, you find out that, oh, paper 1 and paper 5. It's talking about robots, climbing robot, and also it's using the same actuator, which is hydraulic. So you're going to group that in the same grouping. Because later on, when you write out the paragraph, you will know which reference to cite. Right? And last thing is that after doing all that, you can start your writing for chapter 2 smoothly. I will say to you, if you do all of this from process number 1 to 5, you can do your write-up for literature review in 1 week. Okay? But student, how many can do the thesis write-up? Berapa lama? 1 week kan? For thesis write-up, 1 week. Amazing, eh? So that's so amazing one for me. Eh? Okay, so please manage your time. Okay, so let's go to the first one, finding your reference, collect sources. So like I said, Google is not usually the answer. Google is something that it's a second option to explain. To if you don't know something, it can be a backup, okay, for some explanation. But the published data should be referred from books, from journal paper, from conference paper. Okay. Okay, start with the library resources. Okay, I'm going to show to you how to get that sources or a journal paper. So who in this room know where to download the journal or conference from the UTM online database? Raise your hand. Who knows where to download journal or conference paper? Don't make me panic, eh? Please raise your hand. Raise your hand if you know. Don't know, don't raise lah. Janganlah paksa. Okay, alright. So there are some students who know where to get it. There are still some students who are not aware where to get it. So I assume that you Google it. Okay. So there are 2 ways.
UTM database, we have lots of, you can purchase the database for journal, Engineering Village, Science Direct, IEEE, Scopus, Engine Base, and SME online, right? And mainly is normally tools for you to organize your paper, okay? So you can just go to that link later on and click that and then set up an account. And you can find everything inside there. Okay, how to access it? Okay, since you're going back home.
So how to access online? You can access it directly, but if you're off campus, then you need to access it
Using Easy Proxy. Okay, so Easy Proxy. There, down there. Easy Proxy, ada tulis there. And then insert your student metric ID and your IC. Or for foreign student is your passport lah, number. And then after that, you will go into this page. I hope it's the same page because this was like 2 years ago from your slide. Same page. So you will see that there's a UTM database there over there and e-journal. Okay. And you find all of this online database inside UTM journal. UTM database. So let me just demo it. Okay, go to, I have already the favorite. So go to UTM library. You can do this with me, we do together. Okay, so this is the website. Okay, you can click that. Just type the UTM library. Dia akan pop up lah this web page. And then go down here. Okay, go down here and then you go to Easy Proxy and insert your matrix ID and then log in. Those online also can do the same thing. So when you do that, the same thing, the same page. So you see that on the right side, left side here, database, you see that there's a lot of UTM, you purchase database, IEEE, Science Direct, and everything. Okay, let's say that I click on Scopus. Okay, normally people will say, oh, is that paper Scopus index? Right? So this is what Scopus, the page for Scopus. So this is how you access it. And this is how the page look like. And you will see that on the top here, it will say that brought to you by University Technical Malaysia Melaka, on the top here, right? So you can purchase it. So search here means that you can search keywords inside that. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Okay, for the citation, like I said, there are two ways how to do the citation. One is IEEE format and one is TPA format. IEEE format is according to IEEE. Okay, you saw that there's a database by IEEE. So it's by the Institute of Electrical Engineering. It's by using numbering. So if you see any formatting reference that is using numbering, it's square bracket. Means that it's the IEEE format. But if the list of reference is using the name of author at the front, so it's a TPA format. So this is what I mean. So you see that example. The example in the text. The end of the line for my research. In square bracket 30. We see a lot of in the thesis or in journal, they use that type of citation that is IEEE format. Okay, and you can see another example, several research studies, 3, 4, 15, and 16. So means that he is citing
several journals that is related to that recent technology, like example. Okay. And for APA format is the author last name will be in the front. So you see here, okay, example, Michelle, in bracket, the year 2017, which is the year the paper was published, not the year the author was born. The year the paper was published. Okay, stated, blah blah blah. Or you can do it just like that statement and in bracket, Michelle, comma, and 2017. Okay, and this is another way. If it's more than one, three authors, they will add there Michelle et al. Is that more than three authors? Okay. If three authors, more than one author, so et al. If not too long in a sentence. Okay, so what's your major concern is that first is finding the right keyword. Okay, and then we are going to narrow the search. After getting the general keyword, then narrow it down. You narrow it down by finding out what is the sub keyword. For example, for actuator, if I'm using example of actuator since my field is actuator design. Okay, so if the project, you have read that for rehabilitation, okay, they are using several types of actuator, pneumatic, hydraulic, motor, and motor. And based on this actuator, they are using different type of controller. Right? So when we talk about the actuator is the main keyword. And the sub keyword would be the hydraulic, pneumatic, and DC motor. Right? So if you go by that, then you won't get it wrong when you write out your literature review. And last is by using the library effectively. Okay, by using the database. Okay, ini just skip that boolean. So you know that and is the combination of two keyword, not is excluding and all. So what you want to look at is and. The combination of two keyword means that if you find that combination means that that paper have cover two keywords. If you read through, I will give an example. So your task for exercise activity 1 that I will give. Okay, these are 5 important keyword in your research that related to your title. So for example, this is a title, development of a point-to-point positioning controller for a robotic hand system. The subject is the robotic hand. The system is the robotic hand. So what method is being used? Okay, you are going to control the positioning. Okay, and what method is a point-to-point. So from that keyword, you will know that what you need to have in a keyword is you need to have a subject, you need to have the method, and you need to have the analysis part. So what analysis? Point to point. Method is controller. So you need to have a setup example. So if your title does not have these 3 elements, then you might need to revise again your title. You can suggest that to your supervisor. Okay? So let's do the first activity. I allocate 2 minutes since I already gave to you earlier. So go scan this QR code. Scan that. Enter the QR code. And you will join my method. Go to activity 1. And in activity 1, list out your keyword 5 keyword. If you have more than 5, then list it out. But I would like to see 5 keyword. And bear in mind, keyword needs to have one keyword that's limit to 2 words only. Okay? Example, pneumatic actuator. Only 2 words. Don't up to 3 words. Minimum 2 words for each keyword. Alright, so do that 2 minutes.
All right, this one, Okay, can you see that? The first activity, So just, I think you can enter. Just click on that plus symbol below the activity one. And just insert that into, let's insert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is it? Okay, let's do that 2 minutes. Those who get the link to this one, please share in Telegram group since some of the student didn't scan the QR code too fast, fast enough Nampak tak? Tak nampak kan? Somebody. Okay. Shading. Okay. Those online, can you hear us or me online? Can you just answer in the chat there that you can. Mana nak tekan ni? That you can hear me. Chat, please chat. Chat. And for those, if I'm not sharing the slide when I'm doing the talk, please please inform in Telegram group. And somebody inside here, please inform me because I'm not looking at the chat. Right, so, right. Okay, 2 minutes. Cepat. Last time I was in this type of Dewan Kuliah, okay, or hall, lecture hall. This size was when I was during my undergraduate studies. I was a student that time. So it was in UTM Skudai. So we have a very big hall. The hall is larger than this one. So now I know how the lecturer feels in front. All right. So are you done? 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 Done, All right, let's just look at some of the keywords so that I can comment. Is it correct how you choose the keyword? So this is an activity so that I can correct if it's wrong. So let's look at the first student here. Nampak Belakang nampak shading. Nampak Okay. So the first one that the student write down the keyword is shading, impacts, solar, PV, performance. Okay. I'm not sure if this is the word that is taken from his title or her title. I'm not sure. But if I were to take this keyword and put it in put it in the database, okay? Like example, shading, okay? Maybe shading, it will come up is very, with many list of journal paper, shading of what? Alright, so solar. Solar is solar grid or solar panel. So what are you doing? What project are you focusing on? And lastly is impacts. Impacts, is that a keyword? Is it reliable for you to search in the database? Do you think? What do you think? It's not reliable, If I were you, if you key in that impact into the scopus right here, right now, okay, impact, you will see that the result that come out is a lot of things. For example, artificial diet on biological chemical property. Diet pula. Okay. Replacement of dietary fish oil. Okay, sebab ada impact in the title. So that is not a correct keyword to select. It must reflect to your title specifically. Okay. So if shading is good, but I think you need to use 2 words. Shading what? Right? Solar PV. Solar PV is 1 keyword. Right? Okay. Next, the student. Anonymous, same thing lah. He lists all types of inverter, which is wrong. Inverter is 1 keyword. Under inverter, the sub keyword is HPC, dual, PMSM. So what you list was only 1 keyword. Alright. Let's look at another one. Okay, keyword, BLDC motor, polo rotor, spoke, e-cutter, permanent magnet. Okay, I know that BLDC motor is a type of electromagnetic motor. Okay, fine enough. But for me, it's too specific. Your keyword should be electromagnetic motor. Right? And under electromagnetic motor, there will be BLDC. You will find that there are lots of electromagnetic motor. So you need to categorize it into that category. Permanent magnet, keyword permanent magnet. Okay, fine, it's good. But I'm thinking how we are going to write it into a subtopic. Okay, remember, the keyword that you search will be a subtopic for your chapter 2. Chapter 2, subtopic. So if you take out subtopic permanent magnet, so are you going to talk about permanent magnet only? Material, different material, is it? Or different size? So if you think that you're going to talk about that, then good enough for me. But does it really help you in terms of setting up your methodology later on? Right? King Minion. Siapa King Minion ni? Nama dia ke? Oh, ni yang jahat ni. Kawan dia reply. So, naughty Tak boleh lah macam tu. Alright. Okay, next. This one is a good one. Keyword. Solar radiation. Okay, good. Forecasting. Right. So, he's going to do a project which is related maybe to solar radiation. And then he's going to forecast it. To do some forecasting estimation lah. And then he's going to use a method using maybe time series modeling. So under that is lots of time series modeling. So can elaborate on that later on into a subtopic under chapter 2. Okay, and here's the subtopic ARMA and ARIMA and PV. So good enough for me. That one is okay, right? Quadcopter. Okay, propeller or fan design. Okay, maybe that one is the subject of his project. Sim mechanics, maybe that's the tool that is going to use for the software to design it. And then to simulate the controller and flight simulator and degree of freedom. So maybe the quadcopter have multiple degree of freedom. So don't limit yourself to 6 degree of freedom because there are sometimes 8 degree of freedom and so on. Okay, so get the idea? Everybody get the idea? How to select the keyword? The keyword that you select is going to be the subtopic under chapter 2. Okay? Kena cepat sikit sebab ada satu lagi jam. Kalau bercakap lama, dia lama 3 jam dia cakap non-stop Okay, done this task. Next, the step number 2 is how to analyze it. Okay, how to analyze it? Okay, like I said, it's not about reading the whole thing. You need to skim or scan it. Nak cakap scam tadi Scan or skim it through the journal. So, what you need to read, okay? For example, you download already journal paper. Already select, you are going to do my previous FYP today. So, the keyword that that's one of the keywords. Keyword will be content element analysis. So, through first, decide. Is it when you apply the so finite analysis first controller for software creator. How you control it? This is we talked about. So, having said that, so you have in the journal, you have abstract, the first page here, abstract, have keyword. You find it as a keyword actually. The journal, that's a keyword. This keyword, you can find it somewhere here. Sometimes the keyword is underneath here at the last end of the paper. Okay? So this is a keyword here. The keyword that is stated here is self-pneumatic actuator. High force, embedded core, casting, and actuator core. So this is the keyword that was given by the author. It is that his aim is on that keyword. So when I search for the keyword self-actuator, that's why this people come up. Why? Because there's a keyword there, self-actuator, part of it. Okay, so example just now, when one of the students, they have the keyword impact, nobody put in general paper keyword impact. There's nothing impact on that. Okay, the keyword must reflect back to the project. Okay, so these are the abstracts. And this is the keyword. Next is, okay, what you need to look at is the conclusion. So why is it conclusion? Because we are doing the skimming. We're not reading all that. So in a conclusion, normally the author will conclude what were the objective, what were the method used, and what was the result. And sometimes the author will mention what are the suggestions for improvement, which is future work. Right? So that's why we directly jump to the conclusion. Right? And we have time. I think that when you read the conclusion, okay, if you read through the conclusion, okay, and you find out that these words are not related to my project. I'm doing something different. Right?
So you want to know more. So you go and read the methodology. The methodology is normally in section 2.0. Okay, so read through the methodology. Okay, try to understand what he or she is doing. If they have a setup, then try to understand what setup it is. If they have a sensor in use, where is it located, and so on, what type of measurement that they do. Okay, next is, and if you see here, in the methodology part, normally, this one is the subtopic design and fabrication of high force as a soft pneumatic actuator. So we have the design. So we put in the design and we show the figure. So from the figure, you can actually, this is what we call as replicate, right? You can benchmark it. Make it as your reference on how you draw the method or you draw the setup for the tree later on. So you need to have a setup, right? The methodology. So look at how this journal label the figures. They have labeling, if you see here. So understand it, and that is a benchmarking on how to write a very good PCC on it. Okay, next is find out the method is good and you want to know more, then go to the result part and read. Okay, it's more detailed. Okay, so you get and result part is the important part that you need to know because it will be helpful. And then sometimes they are lost on how to do the result part or analysis, eh? You do not know what type of graph they come up. So from the paper, it's an example of lots of graphs that have been published. Okay, so example of this graph. You can see that they have a setup here. And then you see that this author made plot the graph elongation versus force. Okay, force, eh? Elevation versus force. Okay. So this is, if you look at the result, if I look at the result, I will directly know, oh, this author, they run the experiment, they give pressure to the actuator, so the actuator is giving length. So they give the pressure to the actuator and expand. Okay? We maybe expand in meter or rotary, depending on how you design it. And allocate means that displacement happen. Okay? So this one is displacement versus force. So when you have displacement and force, meaning what? You know that there is a setup. In the setup, you need to have sensor. And you need to have sensor. And this graph, two sensors are required, which is force sensor and displacement sensor. Right? So this is a thick plug. If you know, you have not go through the methodology part, okay, in CD 2, but you can start now from the review. You can draft it right now, right? Okay, so I'm giving you the tip, right? And now the last tip is splitting your reference and paper review. Okay, you can, you feel that my reference that I downloaded is rubbish. That's why I found out that the keyword is not correct. And I don't know what keyword is correct for my case. Right? So find one keyword. Example, you're doing a soft actuator. So use that one keyword, soft actuator, and you download one paper, and that one paper is the best, which is reflecting your title. That paper, go to the last page, which is reference. This is the reference that you have that you can also refer to for your project. Okay? So it's not about copying the paper, but it's a reference for you guys. Okay? So you can use the same reference that we use. But for me, download your own so that you can learn the process, okay, on your own. Okay, what process? Oh, Ni apa soalan ni? Oh, okay, soalan itu. So, what process did you went through after skimming through the paper? Other than chapter 2. So, chapter 2 yang what I was the one that I explained just now. But other than that, what I explained to you is like 10 minutes is you will find out that you find the chapter 3 methodology, which is operation information. But what type of management of time? What's the basic of graph? Right? And then the selection of appropriate research technique. Right? The sampling strategy, which they using a controller or any and so on, or any chemicals processing. And chapter 4 will be the statistical technique based on the graph. Senang, right? So the graph, nanti setiap badan you're going to do it. And finding a component of similar studies, So, by listening to the previous explanation, then you actually can manage to do FYP 1 right now without actually going through the talk series lah. Okay, the series for methodology, result, because I'm not sure. I think it will be quite late. Now is week 6. Week 7 next week is already, you're not here and online. I'm not sure. I don't think there will be any online talk. And then you have the midterm break, EP, holiday for you guys. Then you come back, it's already week 8. And you have already only 3 weeks to do everything up until drafting your FYP 1. So crazy lah. Kind of crazy if you want to wait for the talk. So right now, starting today, you need to feel a bit nervous. I'm nervous for my student. But I know they are on the right track because I already gave to them class earlier since grade 2. But I'm not sure about the other students. I hope that you are on the right track also. Okay, step 3 is about synthesizing and arranging. Okay, so taking notes and organizing your review by technique. So what I say is, first one is synthesizing. So taking notes, transferring to the table. And if you remember in the rubric, there is a synthesizing mark, right? And the third one, fourth one is arranging, okay, which is on organizing into a pattern. Okay, so to the another one example, which is on robotic, for robotic hand, for point to point controller for robotic hand system. So this project was like 3 years, 4 years back. Okay, so I'm just using this example problem. So what you need to do is that you search for keyword. You remember that you have a keyword. So I'm going to only show you only 3 keywords. Okay, that is overlapping in terms of meaning. So there is two people, 5 and 7. That is discussing about the 10 because we search that keyword. That paper 10, 13, 14, 15 is discussing about motion controller. It is a keyword. And for controller is 3, 8, 9. But you will find that there is something interesting happening in the middle here. There is an overlapping of keyword for several references. Right? So meaning that for reference 4, 11, and 12, it cover all the 3 keywords. Okay? So they are discussing about they have the motion controller and they have the controller. Correct? So this is what you need to do. Integrating and aggregating information. Some students, what they did before was they didn't integrate the keyword. Keyword is standalone. Jauh-jauh ada overlapping. When you don't have all overlapping keywords, then we know that students didn't do a good job in reading review. Okay? So your keyword must be overlapping with each other and in terms of the literary group. This is done already. So how we are going to do that is like arranging all of the journals that we read into the tables. Okay? So, for example, here I have downloaded for my student, and for my student, other student I'm not sure. For my student, one keyword download 10 journal paper. So baik saya tak suruh buat yang sulung. Okay? 10. Where's that maximum and minimum? 50, right? 4, 5, 3 words. So 50 references for at least FYP course. Why? For master student, references are almost 100. You cannot put in your thesis FYP only 10 reference. Okay? So you can follow like what I said, 10 keywords. But if I be your panel, good luck answering it later on. Okay? So reference 1, 2 meaning that the reference that you download, you need to number it for your own reference when you write out into a paragraph into your thesis. Okay? 10 keyword, example just now you select property. Okay. So this 10 keywords over there. Sub keyword. Under that sub keyword, okay, example, property 10. What are the controller use? Okay, using the ID, conventional, or is it using AI? So you can just list that sub keyword inside that. Paper title, content. So for my student, I asked them, when you skim through, list out in bullet point, what was the objective of that paper? What was the method used? The result that they have? And also, what was the analysis time? Okay? You publish. Journal paper, when you download, make sure that it's at least the last 10 years. Don't download the paper 1998. It must be the latest 10 years. At least, now is what? At least 2010 now, at least, in 10. Okay, right? Oh, it's okay. Oh, that's okay. We put inside the one in 1960 something. It's okay, because it's a reference book, right? And author, take as a reference. Okay? This, the important is the main keyword and sub keyword. When you have all of this, you have the FYP title in front. You can do this also for your own reference. So you have your FYP title, and you select 5 keywords. I only show 3 because the slide is not enough space. So 3 only I show here. So 3. And for property 10 is reference 1. Then I download is reference 1, 2, 5, and 7. Number it according to what we number it is table. Okay? And then controller, okay, you read that all. Controller, reference 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 is also talking about controller. Okay? And motion control performance is 4, 10, 11. Okay, this is the main keyword. And after reading that paper, actually you find out that what? There's a sub keyword there. The other property hand, they are conventional part. Design. And also anthropomorphic. They design it. And for controller, you have the conventional, which is PID or advanced controller, like AI and so on. And for motion control performance, normally we have 2 types, point to point and tracking. Okay, so these are sub keyword. They are sub keyword number 2. So you keep on expanding it. Okay, and of course, for each of these, at least we have at least 2 minimum references for it. So for this type of what can you are using actuator, not actuator, hydraulic, so you can expand, keep on expanding. Right? So understand how we do that? Okay, this one is another example of design and development of stair climbing mechanism. Right, so you have title, you have climbing mechanism, keyword, obstacle avoidance, and motion performance. Okay, and these are the sub keyword, top keyword, and supposedly have an extension, but I just stopped there. Right, so from there, and next we go to the synthesis on how to synthesize the data. Okay. Based on, we take one example of the climbing mechanism. Okay, and under climbing mechanism, you have four types. Spoiler type, you have wheel type, data, and hybrid. So we are going to expand it even more into a table. Okay, and find out list out the pros and cons. Pro and cons of each sub keyword. You can find it when you read the journal. It's not when you Google it. In the journal paper, they will mention the advantage of wheel-type robot, the disadvantage of wheel-type robot. Example. And for example, climbing robot and so on. So when you use this kind of robot, you get application and so on. So you list out advantage and disadvantage in point form. Okay, and how, what I'm telling that you can arrange is that you can arrange it in terms of chronological by years, if you want, you can do that. By advancement, breakthrough through technology or technique, by graphical, based on area, ASEAN, so on, or question. So most of the time for engineering, we use this one, number 2, based on advancement in technology. Okay, so you can try a number. For example, the paper that you download is 2010 until 2022, right? So you look at the advancement, what happened in terms of the robotic, robotic robot climbing, the climbing robot, yeah? So what are the advancements in them? So you make it into a table. Step 4 is about summarizing it and connecting its process. Eh? So let's look at it on how to write it in the paragraph. What I share. First, nobody will teach you how to write it in the paragraph. Okay? Most of the time, supervisor will tell you, and then finally review. This is then, this is the first round. So, when students submit the thesis draft, and especially the review, lots of problems with the review. The student write it out in terms of example, they summarize the journal. They summarize the word random, which is wrong. Okay? There's no synthesizing happening. There's no connecting between people, between information. So that's the wrong way how to do that. So this is the right way, which is summarizing. So start writing the review based on your table. So you have this table that you write based on the type of climbing mechanism. So from there, you're going to write a sentence. So type of mechanism. So selecting the right mechanism, blah, 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 which are crawler, wheel, leg, and also hybrid. See, that's the opening of the subchapter, okay, which is 2.2. And then you're going to explain, elaborate on 2.2.1, which is on crawler. So the crawler mechanism. For the crawler mechanism, you can see that you need to do an introduction first. The crawler mechanism, blah, 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 blah. And you see that the student cited several references here. Reference number 4 and 5. So this is where lecturer kind of consider you're synthesizing the information. Okay. Then example, wheel type. So you have the wheel type and student add on example of the figure. Make sure that when you take a figure or photo from the journal, it needs to be cited. Reference number 14. Okay, so that's the what is the step that you need to do. I'm going to share with you an example of good review so that it's a benchmarking for you. and what to avoid when you do this review. Okay? So good one is, example here is, for example, is this title. Okay, so you can see that this title, position control performance of a 2D OF over the finger for motion, and you can see that the detailed chapters, sub-chapters under this two. So the one, one is direction, and you have the first study on the vision system. So you can see that the keyword is from general into specific. So you have, then you go to the optimal design, and then you see that when you have the design, you need to have an actuator, and you want to have a control strategy. So each of these keyword is reflected in the pattern. Okay? So that's how to say that don't have the keyword is not reflected in the pattern, that is wrong. Okay? Example 1 is when you do the summary, when you do the summary, make sure that you also cite a few figures from its review. Okay, the best that show your project. So figure 2.2 and cite here. Okay. This is another example modeling of 3D axis table driving system. So you have a view 3D axis table system, drive type, okay, vertical modeling. First one, the keyword is modeling, so we have the modeling. 3D axis is another keyword, and also drive system. So same thing, you have all the reference cited under each of the pages. And lastly is this one. Same thing. Okay, don't forget everything must be cited. What happens that student does something done that when you write review, no reference was cited. So that's not a good way how to write it. So we go to poetry, you that that's okay, so don't do this. Don't do this. If I find this, then you didn't send this class. So missing collaboration between title and content. What does it mean? Look at the title. Investigation of a meaningful processing automation. Okay. The start chapter for this review is image processing. Okay. It's only this one, only 34 pages. So we have freshness classification analysis, effective maturity, image processing, application of image processing for quality control. Okay. Can you actually find quality control in the title? No. Will you find meaning food processing in this title from this topic? No, right? So how we provide this is that there's only two options to do this. Is the student need to revise the title. Quality control investigation of a meaningful processing using image processing technique. Right? Then only I know okay, students using image processing for meaningful processing, and what is the objective is for quality control. Or revise the keyword. Basically, redo again this review. So if I were panel, I'm not going to ask students to do this because title just because of this content. The thing is that the review was not done correctly. Right? So we do the review, find the correct keyword. Another one is that despite that student also use normally do it. Okay. This is a topic freshness calculation using power analysis. So the first step is summarizing reference file only for the whole start section. For 2.2.1, you remember it's actually summarizing one paper, which is wrong. There's no synthesizing information. Now it's the same thing. Reference 6 only. Take one, summarize it. Lazy dog. I will tell student lazy dog. Okay? So it's not going to get full marks. And missing correlation between title and content, same thing. And 3D or F1 operating system for IMP. You see the list of 3D. What does it look like? If I would look at the list, it looks like a list of parts for the methodology. Actually, this part should be under the three discussion. What are the items? What are the specified issues and so on? So, do you find any keyword related to this robotic system in the content here? No, right? So this is not the correct way. Back right here. Then also this is a studio in the original and summarize the review based on the main keyword. So this is what it is. This one is example of routes to the right here without any citation at all. You know, where we default is it copy paste from one level. Okay. No correlation. Summarizing of reference number 5, same thing. Same thing. Summarize reference number 6 into one paragraph. Don't do this. And lastly is that this keyword. It's not the correct way how to do this keyword. Please use the method that I showed you. Then you cannot write here microprocessor, then, and so on. That's not the correct way. Right? Don't do that. Same thing. And last thing is the balancing between chapters. The sub-chapters. So this is the review. You know that the main the type is a stack mechanism, and then you have the type of mechanism, type of controller. You can see that it's not balanced. The type of mechanism we have 5 subsection, but for the type of controller only one. Okay, so we need to have same balance between all the stuff of it. Like satu, reference does not follow sequence. You see here, when you write the thesis, the reference need to follow sequence 1, 2, 3, and so on. Means that increasing lah. You cannot like this is reference number 2 and then 12 and then 50. So what happened to reference number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? So what you need to do is that after you put it in table 1 to 50 just now, when you write up into paragraph, you need to reorder it according to how it is being written in your report. If it comes from the same journal, one student, from a student, one student, so use the same numbering. Use the same numbering. Reference number 1 already appeared in the front paragraph, right? And then when you write in the subtopic, subsection number 2.3, you want to cite again that reference number 1. Yes, you can cite that reference number 1. The same reference. You're not going to change that reference number. Okay? Reference can be used many times in your writing. Right? Like this, you start according to sequence. Okay, okay, this one is not necessary actually in your interview, but if you must write it out, please write it properly. Yeah? Okay, formulating problem. I think I will stop there because this one, formulating objectives, stroke is not my top under my top end. So you can continue with your supervisor. Play with on. I just want to share about how to what the result from now. Usually, because in the end, when you submit the report, supervisor or panel will upload again your draft to turn in. You will do our own turning in. Okay? So, we do not check that, and it must be under 30% security. Example, nobody has opened one meeting for a student and they will upload, and I will see that you see that this one is very bad. 71% seniority. Mana tu? Maksudnya copy paste from journal. Because last minute work. So do not do last minute work. Okay, how to cite? Same thing. Let's redo. I will share this slide. Okay, going to about to finish the presentation. So, I'm going to forward because this one normally we will sell to a student. Then we're going to check. Okay, Malay language. So, the title is 49 tips from project Bang Ahir. And one of them is my startup. So, actually, First 2017, we already even thought FYP Talk then combined with PKP and PKP last time we don't have talk. So we did that already, and from that talk, we draft a book. So my part is on the literary review. So whatever that I said today is same thing. And if you want to switch it, then just we would directly go to Shopee. My Shopee. It's relevant to them. So we make that book there. So if you want that book, then you can do it directly. But if it's not, you can directly contact me. Alright, I will try to discuss with penerbit that book on also. Kejap, belum habis lagi. Sabar. You have your book. You have your book that I'm going to forward. Everyone bought this book. This book is written by myself, and also Sina. So we have to be so this book is very on how to use Manga and Simulate, especially for those with control. And it's also useful considering hardware. So this book is only used for microbox and RCIK. So you can purchase this book because it's very useful for those with control project. Right, also at Shopee. Okay, this is the reference that I did. Okay, last. On call, stay put from 2:30 until now. I'm really happy actually because I think I didn't saw any students speaking. I think a few. Walaupun dia dapat speaking juga kan. So anyway, thank you for listening. And I hope that what we have today, what I have today is useful later for you guys. So scanning your code is going to give you feedback. So start the impact of this talk. So that's the base for your heart. This talk is useful. Is it useful? The talk that I give you on. That's good. So I hope that everybody get an A by 41. When they use the same method that I they will get A. Okay? So don't be back anymore. You only have 5 weeks to go. So start now. You go back home, hometown, please start your FYP. Really, right? FYP for you to understand. So, buat dulu. Betul ke? Saya tengok.
Please give the link to Telegram group. Give the link to Telegram group. Form. Okay, ada 56 to 50, 66 ada.
Just now it was like 150 kan. Same for Timo. It's right. Good right. Okay. It's not helping me in terms of improving the talk, So whatever you give back is going to be my input for improving the talk next time to your junior.
Alright, so I think, okay, 90, okay, good enough.
So I think that's all for today. And thank you very much for listening. And if you're going back to home park, please drive carefully. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. And that's all. Open it. So make sure that you click it. I will ask her to open it and then you can.
Actually, I have a question. It's about regarding my FYP. Can I ask you?
Can, wait for what?
Bisa saya dulu.